Hi! If you're experiencing problems at work and don't know where to go for help, this video will give you information about the different government agencies you can contact for advice or to report abuse at work. When you're facing problems at work, the first step is to try to resolve it by following your employer's grievance procedure, which usually involves raising issues formally to your employer in writing. If you have already tried to solve the issue this way, or if you believe this is not an option in your case, there are a number of government-run agencies that you can contact to report it. On the GLA's Employment Rights Hub, you will also find a list of free and independent advice and support services that can help you better understand your rights and resolve the problems you are facing at work. Please keep in mind that each case is different, so it's important that you speak to a professional advisor about your case whenever possible. If you're in immediate danger, please call the police on 999. Your safety is the priority. I'm getting paid less than the minimum wage. How can I report it? In the UK, it's illegal for an employer to pay less than the minimum wage for all working hours, including overtime. Rates change yearly and vary according to age. To find out the most current minimum wage rates, please visit this website. If your employer has not been paying you at least the minimum wage for every hour you've worked, you have the right to demand to be paid back what you're owed. You can report your employer by contacting the HMRC National Minimum Wage Team via their online system. They are responsible for investigating employers who are not complying with this law. You can report anonymously. I'm working under unsafe conditions. How can I report it? If you're being asked to work under conditions that could harm your physical and mental health, you can report your employer to the Health and Safety Executive. They are responsible for ensuring companies follow health and safety guidelines and can help your employer to provide a safe workplace for you and your colleagues. You can reach the Health and Safety Executive by filling in their online form or calling them on 0300 003 1647. They can also keep your information anonymous if you prefer. I'm having problems with my employment agency. How can I report it? If you're working for an agency that is refusing to pay you, paying you less than what you have agreed, making unclear deductions from your wages, or charging you for finding jobs, there's a dedicated body you can contact. The Employment Agency Standards Inspectorate can help recover unpaid wages or unlawful fees and take action against employment agencies that are breaking the law. You can report your agency to EAS by filing in their online form listed in the GLA's Employment Rights Hub, or by emailing eas@base.gov.uk. What if I'm experiencing many of these problems at the same time? If your employer is not paying you what you have agreed, you're not being allowed time off or breaks, you're not being given proper equipment to do your job safely, if you're working under unsafe or unhygienic conditions, being threatened with or experiencing violence, or your employer has taken your ID documents or passport, you could be experiencing exploitation. If this is happening to you, you can contact the Gangmaster and Labour Abuse Authority. They're responsible for protecting workers from exploitation. You can call them anonymously on 0800 432 0804 or via email on intelligence@gla.gov.uk. If you believe you're experiencing exploitation but would like to contact an independent charity for information and support, you can call the Modern Slavery Helpline on 0800 121 7000. This helpline is run by the charity Unseen. They can advise you on your rights as a potential victim of exploitation in the UK, regardless of your immigration status. They provide support in a number of languages, and calls are confidential. Can someone who doesn't speak English also contact these government agencies? If a person doesn't speak English, they can report to these government agencies in two ways. When calling a helpline, they need to let the agency know their preferred language. This agency will then either transfer the call to a member of staff who speaks that language, or take the caller's number and return the call once they have found an interpreter. It's useful for the caller to know their phone number in English so that they can share that with the agency during the call. To report online, they can check the agency's website to see if there's an option to do it in their preferred language, or seek help with one of the organizations in the GLA's Employment Rights Hub. I'm scared of contacting government agencies because of my immigration status. Can I still get help? If you're worried about your immigration status, you can contact one of the immigration advice services listed on the GLA's Employment Rights Hub. They offer confidential advice and can help you better understand your rights and options to regularize your status in the UK. We recommend that you do this as soon as possible. For issues at work, and if you're not confident about reporting directly to a government agency, You can contact one of the employment advice services offered by different charities and law centers. They are listed in the GLA's Employment Rights Hub. Their services are independent, free, and confidential. They can inform you about your rights and entitlements in the UK and provide you with all the information you need before making a report. I need advice on my rights at work. Where can I get that? If you're unsure about your rights and entitlements at work, you can call ACAS on 0300 123 1100. ACAS is a government-run helpline that also supports workers and employers to resolve workplace issues. If you would like to receive further advice on your case, you can also contact one of the employment advice services on the GLA's Employment Rights Hub. All the services listed are free and confidential. Many of them provide assistance on different languages. I'm afraid of losing my job if I report. What should I do? This is a really important question, and the GLA has prepared a video dedicated to your rights as a whistleblower. You can find this information along with more videos on your employment rights on the GLA's Employment Rights Hub.